Hello guys, I hope you're well. It's just gone 3 a.m. and 3 a.m. is a wonderful time to channel divine energy. It's the time when it's most quiet and the veil is at its thinnest. You know, as a great healer, an empath and a psychic, I get to see a lot of things, hear a lot of things before they happen. But it also came with a price. You see, from a young age, and this has happened to many people, many light workers have been targets from a very young age and been through a lot of abuse through families and friends and even the system. Always felt like I was swapped in the hospital as a baby, given to another set of parents. But I do love my parents very much. But it's not been easy. From a young age, I had my spine broke by a babysitter. Was injected with penicillin, which burst my blood vessels and broke my immune system down. And many other incidents. But that's not why I'm talking to you this rising. I've always gone out my way to protect and love people, but it's not always been reciprocated. The last 6 years of my life have been, some of it has been extremely wonderful, and some of it has been some of the worst times of my life. And you know, Meta, who own Facebook, because I was talking out for quite some time about esoteric knowledge, they had their eye on me, and they decided to cause disharmony within my family unit by making a message appear that I'd sent to somebody while I was going through a rough time, because they knew that my partner was always checking my phone because she was paranoid that I would leave her. So they made a message come up and a message disappear. And what does that matter? Well, it doesn't really. Throughout my life, I've had to have a lot of forgiveness because people haven't been so kind to me. In fact, some of them tried to eradicate me. People that I loved. In the pandemic, I was being very vocal about what was going on because I'd already read about the RNA vaccine technology, and I'd already had visions of these things. And I was concerned about my family and friends, relatives, neighbours. See, I have a great love for humanity and always want them to evolve and do the best. And you can see all around the world there's people with vaccine injuries and even deaths. And it's been a great time of trauma for humanity to go through this and awaken to this. But you know, a lot of my friends and family, mainly my friends, knew that there was what was going on wasn't right. And at the time I had a reasonable business, was doing well, earning enough money to keep my family in good stead. But because I was speaking out a lot, I became a bit more of a target for the government. And we all think this system that we've been set into is here to help us. And in my experience, nothing could be further from the truth. Children being left in unsuitable environments, to say the least. But speaking out about COVID, about the pandemic, gave me a great lot of trouble. You see, I was the one phoning up my local doctors, the authorities, especially when Mark Sefton got it on with a criminal case. And ringing around the police, they told me they weren't going to investigate under that crime number. Warned the doctors that it was harming people, and they didn't want to listen. Family didn't want to listen because they're far too busy listening to the TV that tells lies to your vision. That's why it's called a TV programmer, because it's programming us. And the elites knew this. It's what it was there for. It's what it's designed for. And they waged war upon humanity, our own people, our brothers, sisters, mothers, aunties, uncles, neighbours. Had everybody spying on one another, telling tales. Supposed to love thy neighbour. Well, there isn't much love in this world at the minute. People are loving these devices instead of loving one another. In late 2020, I had an incident and fell off a ladder, which left me unable to work, broken spine, busted up hip. And I ran away to another country, sat in the sun because couldn't get any medical attention because the hospitals were in lockdown, and I didn't trust what was going on in there. In fact, I've never really been able to trust a lot of the medical system, because from a very early age I started to see that there was a lot of BS in there. A lot of the systems that we're into is BS. School systems are there to indoctrinate you and make you follow a system that's actually quite poisonous, infecting people's minds and bodies. But you don't hear me. You know, I'm a very blessed healer, and throughout my years of trauma and illness, I've gained a great lot of knowledge. But it surprises me that we can know the facts that our friends and family have been poisoned, and our neighbours, brothers and sisters, and yet we're still compliant to this system of abuse. There's no use. We gotta break loose. I have a lot of sadness in my heart at the minute. I recently came back to connect with my family, help them heal. Well, you don't hear me though. Most of them can't stand to be in my company. Ex-girlfriend yet again, telling more lies to the police, which led me to being arrested unlawfully. And yet again, they nearly wanted to jump on me. Just like they did in 2022. I still had a broken spine, trying to repair. I was getting there. And then the police jumped on me again in 2022. That could have been 21. Now the whole system has completely manipulated people's mind. Mass human psychosis. Mass formation human psychosis. You know, what if there's a weaponry on the street that is suppressing humanity? Dumbing the population down even more. Yet people are silent about it. Silence is compliance to this system of abuse, and doesn't sit well with me to sit here and not say anything. Even though over the last few years, you know, I couldn't even get any medical attention. I came back in 2021 in a lot of pain, and they wouldn't even give me an X-ray till 2024. And that's because I was talking out. I had to let all my business go, sell all my belongings just to survive and get alternative treatments. Go and see chiropractors and privately. Now here, living on the system benefits. doesn't seem many benefits to it, because they're always trying to harass me, take money off me. You know, since talking out about COVID, I've been a bit of a target for scammers and government authorities just taking money out of my bank, having my bank accounts closed. And you know, I was hardly getting by. Hardly getting by, living in a rundown house, not a lot of food on my table, and I was still giving money to orphanages. You know, most of my friends don't even talk to me anymore. They're always offering a little bit of help, and when you ask, it's out the window. Even put messages out there saying, if you need any help, give us a shout. Hey, I could do with a lift. Nothing. I don't know why I always put my neck on the line for people, for my friends and family, because it's not reciprocated. But it's a strange old world how we're all loving these devices instead of loving one another. Never used to be like that before COVID. But the whole world has been traumatized by it. Even me, as strong as I am. I went through a whole load of shit. And they're still doing it. The government rang me just the other day, offering me some investment in some AI platforms. But told me I'd need £14,000. I would never invest with the government. These people are sick. There are raging wars on countries right now. And we're compliant to it. Keep going to work, paying the taxes. It's crazy. They just poisoned they poisoned a huge portion of the world. Because they know we're living in end times on Earth. It's a great time of awakening for people's souls. And we don't want to keep reincarnating here in this fear-based system. Got to go and live in the 5D, baby. Raising the frequency. Throughout my life, I've overcome many illnesses. Whoa. Sorry about that. Throughout my life, I've overcome many, many illnesses. You know, after my scan in 2024, revealed no cartilage in the left hip, bone-on-bone contact, bone fragmentations within the leg, decaying cartilage in the right side, osteoarthritis, both hips, back, and a bioconcave fracture of the L4 of the spine. But I can walk. It's not exactly what you call comfortable. And they offered me cortisone. And as soon as they told me that were offering me cortisone, my alarm bells were going. And luckily at the time, I had a wonderful girlfriend who had an uncle who was the head of a hospital, and another doctor in Portugal, alternative doctor. And I knew it was wrong. And this isn't the first time they've done this to me in the medical system. Oh no. Oh no. I got some stories. But they offered me cortisone, which would just decay the rest of my cartilage. So what are they trying to do? And it's not just me. I notice it with other people, misdiagnosing people, giving them one thing, giving them another. Watched it with my neighbour across the road, giving him one medication after another. He was never getting any better. He was never getting any better. Really is a time awakening people, and a time to rise. And if you know things that are going on, you can speak your heart and mind. Do not let them blind you with this illusion, because we're living in a different time. I believe my body is on the mend, but that's not through following anything from the doctor. It takes a lot of research and a lot of good people behind you to start coming back from that. And I'm very, very grateful to have had this journey to learn all this new stuff. And I'm very grateful to all the people that have been behind me, been a part of my journey, this healing journey. My soul tribe family that are in Portugal. I love you guys and I miss you very much. Where has the family connections gone? I know we're all damaged people, but we don't have to keep that going on, that energy. We can change that. It's a choice. Just remember, I always have a great lot of love for humanity. I want peace and harmony for everybody. But we're never going to get peace if we keep complying to this system. A system of abuse. Most of the pharmaceuticals are no use. They're just going to keep you eating all the bad foods that are changing your moods. There's some wonderful alternative healers out there that can really help you. And we're all over the place. You know, energy healing can be done from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be there physically. There is no time and space for a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. We were all chosen. We were all chosen to be here. And if you're here, congratulations, you made it this far, because not everybody made it. So when you get up in a rising, just be mindful of that. We have a brand new day, and we can change our reality. This is what the organic ones knew. That's why they feed you bad news. Subliminal messaging cartoons. Too many drama TV shows going on, affecting people's minds, making them blind. Fluoride toothpaste closing your energy centers, your pineal gland, your sixth chakra. This is your connection to the divine, to the spiritual realm. You know, if you really want to heal, you should go and collect your water from the springs. Some of the best water you can have. It's tap water, it's just trap water. But don't take my word for it. Go and do your own research. Harvard University 2015 did a study on it, which was probably about the time I was testing water. I was making people aware that they're drinking all this toxicity. I love everybody that's entered my life. And then people, some of them tried to kill me. But you can't bury me. I'm a seed, I'll just grow and grow and grow. Just remember to love your neighbours. Peace.